Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob. And we have decided to go ahead and dive into this thing, and we're going to try to do a video of doing it. And I've never had this apart, but I've seen enough that I believe I can take her apart myself. Yeah, I know that sounds stupid, right? But anyway, I've got my trowel off, and we're going to set that aside. And I've got a couple wrenches here. I'm not real sure what size the nut is on this barrel, but I've got a couple here. I may have to go get a wrench. But anyway, I was looking at it yesterday, and I pulled the clip out of it, and we're going to do that right now. Alright, now I was looking down inside here, and what made me look was yesterday when I was doing the reshoot, when I was sticking this in and it was all the way in, I noticed that when I lifted up on this side here, it went up. It shouldn't have done that. What that told me was the barrel was not in that recess. That's the whole point of this recess, is to align this pellet or this clip in the right location. So, you know, if it moves up or down, you're giving your pellet a chance to tear up. So you don't want this thing to be off. Well, I got to looking, and right down inside here, and I'll get a flashlight here and show you when after I finish explaining it. The barrel is supposed to protrude into this opening. This is supposed to protrude out of it the same distance that this is deep, with a slight back off. Just enough to where it's touching. So that way when this goes in, it goes straight and it stays straight. So that also allows air to move in a wrong way. Because the barrel is not sticking out, it's not even level with it. It's actually forward further. So we need to find out why. So the next step is for me to take the scope off, and we'll do that. It shouldn't take very long to do that. And I tell you, I'm almost getting ready to make a decision on this gun. I believe, and this is just my opinion, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So we'll set that aside. Good thing I didn't try to zero it. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to relieve this thing of its pellet. So I'll get the rod and we'll do that. So now we're going to take, I just got a rod here with my wire wheat brush on it. Doesn't matter what's on it. Stick it down in there until it touches. Pull your bolt back and just tap it out. And now we will decock it. I'll take the safety off, which is backwards. Alright, so now we're decocked. So now the next thing we need to do is show you what I was talking about. So, got my flashlight here, and we're going to bring you down here and show you. Inside there, you see the barrel isn't even protruding. It's actually inside. So it's not back far enough for some reason. So we need to find out why. Now I don't know if this set screw is of any, has anything to do with that barrel. I thought this nut up here is what tightened it, but we're going to find out if that is for the barrel. So we're going to loosen it just to make sure. So get my trusty tool here that I use on everything. That's a big old set screw up there. Well, it's backed off far enough that it shouldn't be holding the barrel. So now we're going to take these 4 screws out. And it probably wouldn't hurt to note the orientation of your part so that just in case there is a certain direction, which it is, and it's pretty obvious. You have the rod that goes through to the bolt, and it goes through this. There's a hole drilled in it for this to go through. So you can't get it indexed wrong because it's always going to be there. So we'll go ahead and take this last screw out. And it should have a spring load on it for the spring right there. So by rights, we should be able to just reach up and spring that forward. Yep. Alright, so we spring that forward. I wish there was a way to get the, yeah, see that barrel is turning right there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I got to loosen up a nut. The barrel's loose. Watch me have the wrong wrench. Yep. That figures, and I got to use this great old big crescent wrench, which is the only thing I have available to me in here. So let's hope we don't scratch the hell out of this thing just because we're too lazy to go get one. Well, let's just go ahead and take the barrel out. It's coming out. Alright. Alright, we got O-rings. 2 tiny air rings. So basically what we got to do now is get that nut that way so that it allows the barrel to go that way. But we're going to have to deal with this frickin' tension on this barrel while we try to turn that nut. But I'm going to have to go get another wrench. So let me just go get another wrench. This thing's too big and ain't got the mobility. We'll be right back. Alright guys, what I had to do is, I went ahead and did it off camera, is I grabbed a hold of the barrel here, because the air stripper in the barrel is one piece. So I just grabbed it and I took that nut, which is a 14 millimeter, or I'm sorry, 13 millimeter. I think I'm going blind, guys. Yep, 13 millimeter. And I just backed it all the way as far as the threads would go. So now we're going to look inside here, if I can get you guys close enough. Try to get set up for that. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, I'm getting hold of the barrel up here on the end, and I'm just going to screw that in the barrel until it looks like it's going to protrude. Alright, so now it's starting to protrude from the hole. So now I'm going to take the clip and put it back in. And this thing is so hard to cock when you're not in the right angle. So let's go ahead and put this clip in where it's supposed to be. Alright. Then I'm going to keep continuing to screw that in until I can't get the clip to move. Alright, now it's starting to get to it. So now let's loosen this up. And I'm getting ready to frickin' double pellet it. Alright, so we can't put the clip in it. We got to get that pellet out before we try this again. I don't have an empty one, and I didn't feel like emptying one, so I guess I'm going to have to empty this one. Because I didn't think I was going to have to do this many times. So we're just going to poke these damn pellets out of here. Alright, that way we ain't got to worry about loading. Alright, so now let's see how it fits. Nice little snap to it. That'll work. Alright, so now I'm going to lock it down right there. And as you can see, now it's protruding. Right around there. So now we're going to go ahead and tighten down our set screw. Alright, we got that nailed down. Now we're going to take our 13 millimeter and we're going to tighten this nut to lock it down too. Alright, lock that down. Then we'll put the screws back in off camera, and we'll see if that doesn't fix the problem. Basically, I just took the shroud off, loosened everything up, and threaded the barrel in the way it's supposed to be, because it's supposed to protrude out of the hole to rest in that cradle inside the clip. So it acts as a track, like so. So that was the first sign, was that I could lift up on that something wasn't right. So basically the barrel was too far forward, and it was probably closing off the transfer port, or making it as if it was an obstruction. So we don't know yet. Maybe half the hole is filled, you know, on top of each other, but you got to remember, the hole has an O-ring that's probably 6 millimeters, 7 millimeters away from it on each end. So there's a lot of leeway there. So there's a lot of ways for that air to travel. So it could have to do with the airflow and the way it's changed, or it could have been a combination of anything, or all of those. So we've got that tightened down. Apparently, as I was shooting it, it was working its way forward. It finally just said, I'm not gonna work no more, so get over it. But I didn't get over it, because I fixed it, we hope. I'm almost certain this is the problem. So anyway, I'll get set up if I feel like it. If I don't, you'll see me in different clothes on a different day and finishing this up. Just ain't feeling like doing anything anymore. So anyway, we'll see you at the bench. Alright guys, we got the chronograph going. We got a new target out there, and we got a camera at the target. Whether it records or not, I don't know. If it don't, I guess I'll show you the target after we're done. But we're going to try to see if we can group and see what our numbers are now that I've got it fixed. So we're getting ready to fire number 1. I don't know if you guys can see that screen like you can in the other one. .706. How you like that bullseye? .702. .650. .671. Oh, come on. .718. I don't understand why this thing's shooting like this. .722. 658. And we're empty. I'm telling you, this clip is not easy to get out. Alright, I'm going to try this other clip. I had a pellet get stuck in it a while ago, and I think it messed up the magazine. And it's probably going to be number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 should misfire. Alright, we're going to try one more time. This time, we're going to aim at the very bottom of the straight line going down the middle. That was 730. $733. See? Yeah. See there, it turned the pellet sideways. I don't like these clips. I hate these fucking clips. So now I gotta go load another clip. They're supposed to have a redesign, but I don't think it's going to be a CNC pellet or clip. So now I'm back down to 2 pellet or clips. I've done broke one. The whole inside broke out of it when I went to go load it, and I went about halfway around with the spring load, and the daggone thing broke the shaft in the side of it, in the middle of it, and broke out. So then I was down to 1, and he sent me 2 more. And these things are awfully freaking loose. Alright, down to my last good clip, so let's try that again. Last one was 733, so now we're going to continue. $733 again. $731. Oh, come on, man. Probably just loaded 2 pellets. Let me shoot away from that. Oh, come on, man. I know I got plenty of air. That one shot under the target at only 547 feet per second. Wow. I must have shot 2 pellets. $688. They're still all over the place. I'm not that bad a shot, guys. I'm telling you. This thing's not grouping right anymore. See, that one landed clear down at the bottom at 533 feet per second. That one hit the bottom of the target. Bottom of the target. What the hell is going on here? I've got plenty of air. Why is it doing that? This gun's starting to piss me the fuck off. .715 on that one. And we're empty again. Well, that's enough. Apparently we're not fixed yet. This thing's shooting all over the place, as you can see on that target. We'll go inside where it's a little cooler and talk about that target. Alright guys, you seen that mess. That is a mess. This was the top, and I started off pretty good, and then it started walking over this way. And I was pointing right at that center, and the very first one hit center like it was supposed to. Then the second one went off about a ½ inch away from it. Then the next one went a little bit further, and then it just started acting stupid. Then it hit here, and then it hit here. You'll see. I'm gonna put all the shots up showing how this thing was shooting. And every time I was shooting at the center of the target until I started shooting down here at this corner, or at this point where these two lines intersected. And then I had these two down here, and then these two over here. This thing's shooting all over the place, and the numbers are still not right. So I guess I'm going to have to send this back to AEA and I guess get another one out, or see if they can fix it, because you know, I'm not having a good time with these clips. As you can see, this is the inside of the one. The stud broke off from the inside of it. So basically this clip is worthless. So this one's no good. Alright, and then we got one here that a pellet is stuck in there sideways, so we're going to take that apart and see what, or take that pellet out and see what it looks like. Let's see if I can set it on top of the head of this pan to show you guys what it looks like. Right there's what it looks like. And what it's doing, it's hitting a spot inside there. Well, actually that's not even where it was messed up, so it shouldn't have done that there. But I'm going to turn this around and show you what it did, if you can see it. Down inside there, you can see, if I'm too close, I don't know if I'm too close or not, but you should be able to see where that point is sticking over into where the pellet should be. So I'll just back it up here a little bit and see if you guys can get it focused. I don't know if it's focused or not, but regardless, this is the second clip. So this one needs to be taken apart and refiled. But so now I'm down to the clip that's in the gun and this one, and they're still misfiring. So let's talk about this gun and what needs to happen. This is not a good semi-automatic. It's not a good candidate for a semi-automatic. The semi-automatic on this gun is hindering this gun's potential. This gun can be a good gun. Two things need to happen. Need to remove the semi-automatic entirely, get rid of it, and then put a longer barrel on it and be done with it. Make it a bolt. The semi-automatic is going to be more problematic for me, and I'm not going to mess with the semi-automatic no more. In fact, I think I've made a decision to just go ahead and take the semi-automatic off of it. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to try to see if I can't order a barrel for it, a longer barrel. They do have a longer barrel kit for this, and I would like to try to find the longest barrel I can find for this gun. Maybe a 20 to 24-inch barrel. I think that would really bring up the feet per second and the foot-pounds of energy, and eliminate the semi-automatic so that we're not destroying clips and pellets. It's just going too fast. It can't keep up, and no matter how many clips I've put in this, every single clip that I've run through this, I've had at least one misfire. So that's not going to work. If I'm out in the woods and I don't realize that thing didn't reload, I'm going to miss my deer. So, of course, this is not going to be a hunter. This is not a hunter. And it's only basically good for home defense. That's all this gun is good for. You're not going to get a whole lot of accuracy at a further distance. This is a close range gun is what this is. If you want to leave it as a semi-automatic, using this for defense can get you hurt, because if it misfires, that's all they need to know before they pummel your ass and take that gun and shoot you with it. So we don't want that. So I'm not real impressed with this gun. I hate to say it. This gun's got too many issues. I don't know what to say about it. I have to be honest with my subs. Cattleman Gun has already freaking fixed me for not keeping stuff from my subs. We're not going to do that no more. I made a mistake and kept my subs out of the loot, and more people were buying them, and if I would have told people earlier, then maybe I could have saved a bunch of people some money and aggravation. But that's where I'm at on this AEA, or this 30 plus. This 30 plus is going to be set in a spot. It's going to find its spot, and that's where it's going to stay until I can figure out what I'm going to do with it. This one has become a problem child for me. So I'm not having very good luck with rifles. Cattleman screwed me over. And you know what, while we're talking about Cattleman, let's talk about that for a minute. Yeah, this is going to turn into a bitch session. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he sent me information about Maccabee speed. And what he made a comment. One of my friends told him that he could pick up a cocking knob from Bison Workshop, and his words were that he wasn't going to be getting anything from Bison, and that all I was a internet thug or whatever, or tough guys or something like that. I can't remember the exact comment, but you can go to his last video on the AEA Challenger and you can see that comment. Of course, he probably deleted me. I blocked his ass too. And let me explain to you why this happened. When I went and said something to him, asked him why he was attacking me when we've never spoke, I've never done anything to him, and he ended up blocking me, but I knew he was going to block me anyway. He deleted the comment because he don't want people to see the truth. Now, what this is all over is cattleman guns. I'm sorry. If a company is going to deceive their customers and lie about donating to such a worthy cause like wounded warriors, you don't use people who suffered for you. You don't use that to make money. I'm sorry. You're wrong, and you should be punished for it. That's just my belief. If you can't be honest with your customers, then you have no business in business at all. So, if anybody don't like the fact that I don't like cattleman guns because they lied to us, then you don't need to watch my channel. You can go to hell away and leave me to hell alone, because I have nothing for somebody that's going to indulge and enable somebody to take from the needy to feed their sorry asses. I'm sorry. That's wrong. So you don't have to watch me. If you don't like me because I don't like Maccabee Speed or shit, I keep forgetting his name. It's such a stupid name. Moose. These people are only in it because they want free guns. That's all it is. They want free stuff. They don't care if their subs are misled. They don't care as long as they get what they want. That ain't the way it's supposed to be. The whole point of a review is to let people know to buy it or not buy it. You don't tell people that it's a good product when you get off the video and you go to play with it and it breaks in half. Well, you go get another one, but the customer's going out buying it and theirs is breaking, and all because you lied to them. It's all there is to it. If you're going to lie to your subs, I ain't got nothing for you. If you're going to lie to your customers, I have nothing for you. So let me get off here before I really get pissed. So anyway, that's where I'm at on the 30 plus. It's just not working out. So I'm going to have to get with Pete and see what we can do about this. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and please guys, keep it honest, man. Keep it honest. A free item is not worth your integrity, man. You're losing out on integrity. You're losing out on your pride. You're missing out on the good stuff in life that comes with being good to people. Anyway, later guys. Oh.